Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in and clicking on this video, much appreciated. Today we are going to be trying out something new. It's officially summer. No, I'm only joking. It's the middle of February and we've got that weird yellow thing in the sky. So while it's dry and it's around, we're going to utilise it. And we're going to do our first mod of 2026 to the Mazda 2. Now, from the reviews and stuff that I've heard, this might be a life-changing mod. Now, this isn't exterior, this is interior, and today we are going to be having a look at and changing the speakers. That's right, we'll be changing the speakers. I've heard some very good reviews on JBL and most importantly on the Stage 3s. You get 1, 2 and 3 and I've gone with the top of the stages before you need a subwoofer in the back and blah blah blah. So Stage 3, I've only brought this box which has 2 speakers in. The reason for being to see, first of all, if they're any good, if they're worth the money, and then if they are any good, then maybe later on down the line I'll invest for the rear. But these are going in the front because, you know, as a driver that's where you sit, hopefully. And we're going to just make the car sound a bit better, basically. Now, I'm going to show you how to fit these as well, and then I'm going to do a sound test as well, and hopefully I won't get copyrighted for it. But now we are going to unbox these bad boys. So these are the JBL Stage 3s, and they've got that sort of stats. I've heard very good things about these, and they said if you listen to bass music, which I sort of do, then these are the best outputs for bass music. So that's what we've gone for. These are 2-way coaxial car speakers, and these are 6 inches, which are the same as the ones already fitted from factory. Now here in the corner we can see that it's got a very good sound output, so they don't get lost within the vibrations. And also these have a +1 cone, which is a silicon based cone, I believe, to stop vibration and loss of sound. So that's what drew me to these, basically. You'll find with the Stage 2 and the Stage 1s, they don't have this +1 addition, so that's why I've gone with the Stage 3, obviously. What's in this box? You'll find 2 speakers, 2 face plates, and a couple of screws and clip-ins and all sorts. But when we get to fitting it, we'll see what it's like. And as we can see here, we've got the +1 woofer cone, which I was on about to you, which reduces vibration and makes the sound better. And also it's got a vented basket frame as well, as I was saying before, to stop the loss of sounds. What's handy is they've got cutouts for the speakers, so like templates, so you can use them before you get the old ones off and blah blah blah. And also, if you're that much into it, we've got some technical specs here, which you can read here. And there we go, that's what the speakers look like. So let's get this bad boy open. I've had this since Christmas, so this was a Christmas gift, and because of all the rain that we've had, I haven't had a chance to fit these yet. So the first chance I could, which is today, we're going to fit these. So just to show you what's in the box. Right. A lot of polystyrene in these boxes. Okay, so this is what comes within the box. Just take the top layer off, like so. And we should have one speaker with the faceplate attached, and two speakers with the faceplate attached. Now we'll see if the faceplates fit. If they don't, then we don't need to put them on, but it'd be a nice addition to the stock speakers that are on there to show that they're modified. These feel quite heavy, you know, actually. These feel very heavy, but here we go. Stage 3 speakers. You got your 2-prong coaxial there, two-way coaxial, and you've got faceplate plus the speaker, which that slots on there. It does go on, like so. So there we go. Okay, these look really nice. I like the finish on them, but the question is, do they sound good and do they fit? So let's find out. You've got two options when you fit in these speakers. You either cut the connector off and wire them to the speaker directly, or you can go on eBay and spend an extra £6 to get two of these bad boys. And that fits straight into the loom that's already there, and that fits straight onto the speaker that we've got here. So that should hopefully overcome the complication that you do have with aftermarket speakers. And if you've got a Mazda 2 as well and you're looking to do this, then I'll leave the link in the description to these adapters, so then you can try them out for yourself. So the one thing I will suggest doing first is getting your speaker out. Like so. And what we want to do is, first of all, check that these fit onto there. So the little end goes onto the little end, and the big end should in fact the big end, like so. Now, making sure they're both nice and snug, what we're going to do is get some insulation tape or electrical tape, and we're just going to wrap this around the two connectors to ensure that when it's moving within the car, the connection doesn't break, basically. And then your final product should look a bit like this. Okay, so properly electrical taped, it's not going anywhere. Happy days. Right, let's go and get this fit to the car then. Now, the great thing about Japanese cars is that everything is so simple. Whether that's replacing components or upgrading them. So now I'm going to show you how easy it is to replace these speakers. First of all, underneath all your window switches, there is a screw that holds the door card to the actual door. So what you have to do is unscrew that and take that out first. Then you want to open the door handle, and using a prising tool, or you could even use a flathead, you can pop the cap off under the handle. This will then reveal another screw which you'll need to take off. Once that's been done, you can now pop off the door card and don't be afraid to give it a good tug, as especially if it's your first time doing this or it's the first time that the door card has been taken off, it will be difficult. Now, once you've got the door card off, be careful not to pull too hard, because still the window switches and the door handle cable will be attached to the door card. So you can do what I did and turn it around carefully and prop it up onto the door so that you can still work on the speaker without taking everything off. I did this project in two ways. On one side I did it just by turning the door card, which you'll see here, and on the other side I'll show you later on, I actually did take the door card off completely by removing the window switch cable and also the door cable. Here in this segment of the video you'll see me comparing the speakers just to make sure that they are the same size, which they are. And then I began to unscrew the factory speakers off the door. The faceplate in the door card is plastic welded, so you will not be able to apply the new faceplates, unfortunately, but that doesn't take away the incredible sound this monstrous speaker system will produce, or hopefully will be produced. We'll find that out shortly. But once all the screws are off, you want to press on the tab on the connector and pull it off like so. So that's the old speaker there. You can see that's had some use out of that, hasn't it? Look how dark and crispy that's gone. Okay, and that's the new one there. So it may not look beautiful, and obviously the symbol's the wrong way around, but I think we can get away with that, to be honest with you. And then putting it back together, same process. Screw it in there, screw in there, and push the door card back on, and happy days. And we've got the bad boy sitting in there ready to go. And just to show you guys, this is the other side, super duper easy. This time I took the whole door card off. I did that by unplugging the switch and taking the handle off the door card, and there it is over there. So if I just sound test for you guys, just try and find a song that isn't copyrighted. Or I can play and not get copyrighted. I am super duper excited to find out how these speakers sound. Hopefully so much better than the originals. Oh my god! Woo! Bass! That is honestly incredible. The difference in that, I don't know if you can pick it up on here, but honestly the difference in that, it's so much, oh, there's so much depth to it. It's absolutely unreal. The bass is punchy,
And honestly, that sounds so much better than the originals for sure. I mean, it would make it even better if I was to do the same in the back, and then it would be like being at a concert, honestly. But nah, that is really good. I'm well happy with
And
that.
there we have it, another project done and another successful mod added to the Mazda 2. I'm super happy with the way that it turned out, and honestly, I think it's the best decision that I've made thus far. However, I'm a bit disappointed that we haven't been able to use the JBL surrounds, nor that the JBLs are the right way around. But to fit it into the car, then that's certain measures that you've got to take. And the grills that's on the door card in the vehicle are plastic welded to the door card. So unfortunately, there's no way of me fitting these anyway. But if you've enjoyed today's video and it's been helpful to you, then make sure you leave a like, much appreciated. And also subscribe if you want to see some more crazy content just like this. Now, I'm off to go and eat because I'm absolutely starving after this project. So, all the best, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.